Good morning viewers and good morning students. A look at today's Hindu paper. Karnataka not sharing Krishna details. AP and Telangana tells Supreme Court. கர்நாடக அரசு கிருஷ்ணா நதியை பற்றி முழு விவரங்களை சொல்லலைன்னு சொல்லி ஆந்திர பிரதேசம் தெலுங்கானாவும் சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. Why so few claims for COVID-19 ex gratia compensation asks Supreme Court. சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் என்ன கேட்டிருன்னா, கோவிட்-19க்கு கருணை தொகை கொடுக்குறது, எக்ஸ்கிரேஷியானா கருணை தொகை, இறந்து போனவங்களுக்கோ பாதிக்கப்பட்டவங்களுக்கோ கருணை தொகை, எக்ஸ்கிரேஷியா கொடுக்குறதுல ஏன் கொஞ்சம் பேர் தான் கிளைம் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, ரொம்ப பேர் அஃபெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கும் போதுன்னு சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட் கேட்டிருக்கு. பரக் அகர்வால் டு ரீப்ளேஸ் டார்சே அஸ் ட்விட்டர் சிஇஓ. சிஇஓனா சீஃப் எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் ஆஃபீஸர், முதன்மை நிர்வாக அலுவலர். Rachin and Ajaz thought India and New Zealand a draw at Kanpur. இந்தியா 9 விக்கெட்டை வீழ்த்தி கூட ஜெயிக்க முடியல, அது கான்பூரில் இன் கிரிக்கெட். அது பார்லிமெண்ட் கிளியர்ஸ் ஃபார்ம்லாஸ் ரிப்பீல் பில். ஃபார்ம்லாஸை கொண்டு போல் ஃபார்ம்லாஸை வாபஸ் வாங்குகிற மசோதாவை வெற்றிகரமாக அவங்க அதை பாஸ் பண்ணிடுச்சு. வித்தவுட் எ டிபேட், அதை பற்றி ஒரு டிபேட், ஒரு டிஸ்கஷன் வைக்காமல் வேளாண் சட்டங்களை திரும்ப பெறும் மசோதாவை பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அதை கிளியர் பண்ணுறதுனா பாஸ் பண்ணுறது தான். தி ஃபார்ம்லாஸ் ரிப்பீல் பில் 2021 was passed by both houses of parliament on Monday without debate amid protest. ப்ரொட்டஸ்ட்னா எதிர்ப்பு தெரிவிக்கிறது. both houses of parliament அப்படின்னாக்கா ராஜ்யசபா அண்ட் லோக்சபா, மேல் சபை கீழ் சபைங்கிறது. without debate amid protestனா எதிர்ப்பு தெரிவிக்கிறது. by opposition MPs on being denied a debate. deniedனா மறுக்கப்பட்டது. on the first day of the winter session, குளிர்கால கூட்டத்தொடரின் முதல் நாளில், as expected, the government had listed the Farm-Laws Repeal Bill 2021 for taking back the 3 contentious farm laws. 3 சச்சரவுக்குள்ளான farm laws, வேளாண் சட்டங்கள். Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Act 2020, Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Service etc. 2020, and the Essential Commodities Amendment Act 2020. But it was not clear that any debate would be allowed before the repeal. எந்த ஒரு டிஸ்கஷனும் வாபஸ் வாங்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அலோவ் பண்ணல. Opposition leaders had expressed apprehension of fear even before the Business Advisory Committee BAC meeting of both houses that the government would want to clear the bill without discussion, no consensus. Consensusனா அனைவரும் சம்மதிச்சா அதான் அக்ரிமெண்ட். No consensus on a discussion was reached in the BAC meeting. In the Lok Sabha, which was adjournedனா தள்ளி போடுறது, till 12 noon after it convened due to ongoing protest by the opposition on farm bill related issues. The repeal bill was taken up as soon as the house reconvened. கூடியது திருப்பியும் கூடுறது, reconvene மறுபடியும் கூட்டுறது. Opposition MPs from the DMK and the Trinamool were in the well when Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar stood to introduce the bill, demanding that discussion be allowed. Congress MPs were in their seats, but they too raised a demand for a discussion. Speaker Om Birla said unless the House was in order, he would not allow a discussion. Crypto trade not tracked, says government. The government does not collect information on cryptocurrency or Bitcoin transactions in the country and has no plans to recognize Bitcoin as a currency. பிட்காயினை ஒரு கரன்சியாக நாங்கள் அங்கீகரிக்கிறதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு திட்டம் கிடையாது சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. The Finance Ministry told Parliament on Monday, responding to separate queries from Lok Sabha MPs on the booming trade in cryptocurrency in the country and whether the government has legally permitted their exchanges to do business. The ministry said cryptocurrencies are unregulated in India and it does not collect information on their trading. Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das has been raising serious concerns about cryptocurrency in the context of macroeconomic and financial stability and has called for more well-informed public discussions to understand far deeper issues involved. The government has already said plans to introduce a bill to regulate cryptocurrency. It is continued on the page number 10. Positive samples of foreign travelers to be tested for Omicron. அதாவது ஒருத்தருக்கு வந்து பாசிட்டிவ், அதாவது கொரோனா இருக்குனாக்கா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒமிக்ரான் இருக்கான்னு டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. Directorate of Public Health designates 12 laboratories to do the test. The samples collected from all foreign travelers who test positive for COVID-19 shall be subjected to genomic sequencing, the Directorate of Public Health has said. The test will be done at 12 designated government RT-PCR laboratories that are equipped with the World Health Organization recommended thermotech RT-PCR testing kits to identify the new variant Omicron designated as B11 B1.1529. According to the Directorate's notice issued on Monday, most diagnostic tests could detect the variant. The variant exhibits a deletion of certain spike proteins similar to the alpha variant. The laboratories have been instructed to prioritize such specimens for sequencing to confirm the presence of Omicron. A proxy test for the variant known as Thermo Fisher Tech assay could be used pending genome sequencing confirmation. The notice of the government laboratories identify the assay include the State Public Health Laboratory, the King Institute of Preventive Medicine, Madras Medical College, Kirpak and Stanley Medical Colleges in Chennai, Coimbatore Medical College and ESI Medical College, Coimbatore, and the government medical colleges in Trichy, Salem, Madurai, Thoothukudi and Kanyakumari. 8 categories of samples have been identified for testing. Tamil Nadu reports 730 fresh infections. ஒரு நாளைக்கு 730 daily case வந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. Tamil Nadu recorded 730 fresh infections on Monday out of 1,252 RT-PCR tests, pushing up the total case tally to 26,197, except for Coimbatore 106 and Chennai 105. All other districts reported a low case count. Erode recorded 70 cases, Tirupur 62 and Chengalpattu 51, while Tenkasi and Theni recorded no fresh cases. 18 districts had fewer than 10 cases. Tenkasi and Thenikum corona case illa. See the graph. 741 cases. Yesterday it was 730. Number of cases recoveries, persons tested on November 23rd and November 29. TPR, test positivity rate. On November 23 it was 0.74 and November 28 is 0.73. Test positivity rate 100 பேர் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணால் இவ்வளோ பேருக்கு வந்துன்னா test positivity rate. District with maximum cases in the last week: Coimbatore, Chennai, Erode, Tirupur, Chengalpattu, Salem, Namakkal, Tiruvallur, Kanchipuram, Trichy. Luckily, our district Thanjavur hasn't found a place here, but before a month or so, continuously it was in the 5th place. 5th placeல இருந்துச்சு. இப்போ வந்து பரவாயில்ல. சென்னை, ஈரோடு, திருப்பூர் இவங்கெல்லாம் ஓவர்டேக் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. திருச்சி கூட 143 ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகிருக்கு. 143 கேசஸ் ஒரு வாரத்துக்கு. தஞ்சாவூர் கொஞ்சம் குறைஞ்சிருக்கு. ரிட்டைன் எம்ப்ளாயீஸ் ஆஃப் அம்மா உணவகம் சேஸ் OPS. ரிட்டைனை தக்க வைத்துக்கொள்ளுது. அலஜஸ் சொல்கிறாரு. பிட்ஸ் அட்டம்ஸ் டு கெட் தம் குவிட். அவங்கள வேலையை விட்டு போக சொல்கிறதுக்கும் முயற்சிகள் நடக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாரு. ஃபாரஸ்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ப்ரப்போசஸ் மோர் வாட்ச் டவர்ஸ் ஃபார் த சேஃப்டி ஆஃப் எலிஃபென்ட்ஸ். யானைகளை பாதுகாக்கிறதுக்காக அதிக வாட்ச் டவர்ஸ் காவல் கோபுரங்கள் வைக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு. And 3 DMK MPs take oath. Oathna or sabadam, promise. 3 members of the DMK who were recently elected to Rajya Sabha take oath on the opening day of the winter session of the parliament on Monday. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, who is also chairman of the Rajya Sabha, called on the three members Kanimali, NVN Somu, Kiran Rajesh Kumar and M. Abdullah to take oath. several areas inundatedனா வெள்ளத்தில் மூழ்கி இருக்குது. ஸ்பொராடிக்னா அப்பப்போ விட்டு விட்டு பெய்யுறது, அங்கே ஒன்று இங்கே ஒன்று. ஸ்பொராடிக் ஸ்பெல்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்டென்ஸ் ரெயின், தீவிர மழை, கண்டினியூ டு லாஸ் த சிட்டி. ஸ்பொராடிக்னா விட்டு விட்டு அங்கே பாதி இங்கே பாதி பெய்யுறது தான் ஸ்பொராடிக். inundatedனா மழை வெள்ளத்தில் மூழ்கி இருக்கிறது. with many areas still flooded after sporadic spells of intense rain on Monday, the Greater Chennai Corporation has been taking steps to clear the inundation and ensure safety of the people in the city. 2 women held for lifting a baby. 4 arrested for robbing woman of jewellery. CM hands over rupees 129.59 crores subsidy na மானியம் to small temples. Tourism collaboration between TN and Czechoslovakia Republic can thrive. Thrive-na நல்லா செழித்து வளரும். The current situation was challenging, with India imposing new norms and restrictions on international travelers. GI tag sought for Marthandam honey. Beekeeping in the town was started in 1934. Marthandam Beekeepers Cooperative Society in Kanyakumari district has filed an application seeking geographical indication tag for Marthandam honey. DMK firm na urdiya irukku, strong on going it alone. Allot land for tomato traders, says High Court. The Madras High Court on Monday directed Coimbatore Wholesale Market Managing Committee to allot 1 out of a 3-acre vacant land for exclusive use of licensed tomato traders. 5 held for stealing mobile phones. ED questions Vijay Bhaskar. ED Naka Enforcement Directorate, Amalakapuri. The Kochi unit of the Enforcement Directorate is questioning C. Vijay Bhaskar, former Health Minister of Tamil Nadu, under the provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering Act, in connection with the alleged purchase of gold from a prominent jewellery firm in Kerala. He was summoned to the ED office in Kochi on Monday. She had received around 2.5 crores as commission for linking Mr. Vijay Bhaskar. Reimburse only 75% of fees of schools for RTE admission, right to education admissions. Government has sanctioned rupees 419.52 crores. Mild earthquake in Tirupattur. Bodies of 2 COVID-19 victims found in mortuary after a year. I am searching for the editorial page. Drop duty. Where it has gone? Positive samples. Will work harder to keep TN at the top, says CM. Now come to the most important part, editorial. Regulation, not ban. India should regulate trading of virtual currencies through monitored exchanges. அதை வந்து கட்டுப்படுத்தலாமே ஒழிய அதை வந்து தடை செய்யக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ரெகுலேட் பண்ணணுங்கிறாங்க. virtual currency, அதாவது இந்த கிரிப்டோ கரன்சி எல்லாம். 8 years after the RBI issued its first advisory cautioning holders of virtual currencies about the potential financial and security risk, and 2 years after drafting a bill to ban cryptocurrencies, the government is set to introduce legislation that would, if passed, officially proscribe ban பண்றது such currencies, சட்டம் போட போகுது. Its concerns, கவலைகள், appear to be the risk associated with cryptocurrencies, including the potential use for money laundering and financing of illegal activities. The risk investors and consumers face in dealing with these so-called currencies, given that they are neither a store of value nor are they a medium of exchange, and thus ostensible threat to they pose to financial stability and also key factors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had, in a video address to the Sydney Dialogue earlier this month, said, "It is important that all democratic nations work together on this cryptocurrency and ensure it does not end up in wrong hands." The Centre and the RBI's deep disquiet with cryptocurrencies notwithstanding, there has been an exponential jump in investment in virtual currencies, especially after the Supreme Court last year struck down on RBI notification banning financial entities from facilitating customer transactions. Facilitateனா சுலபமாக்குறது customer transactions related to virtual currencies. Industry estimates now peg cryptocurrency holdings in India at about rupees 40,000 crores, held by about 15 million investors, and advertising trends show an upsurge in ads promoting brands associated investment in virtual currencies. That the ground has shifted since an interministerial committee set up to study the issues related to virtual currencies first proposed the ban in 2019 is beyond doubt. From the emphatic assertion in that panel's report that no country across the world treats virtual currencies as legal tender, to a situation where earlier this El Salvador, admittedly a small and heavily indebted nation, officially declared Bitcoin as legal tender. Much has changed in the adoption of private virtual currencies worldwide. The pandemic has accentuated the global embrace of all things digital, and investment in the technologies enabling cryptocurrencies, including blockchain, appear to be no different. Canada, Japan, and Thailand permit the use of virtual currency as a payment method, with some jurisdictions regulating them as a digital asset and others as a commodity. Canada and the US closely monitor virtual currency activity to ensure they do not run afoul of laws on financial crimes, the former also earning tax revenue on transactions. All things given, India should eschew the temptation to join China, avoid in proscribing banning virtual currencies, and instead aim to tightly regulate their trading through monitored exchanges and earn revenue. Simultaneously, it should expedite the RBI's pilot of the central bank digital currency, sourced to offer an alternative to cryptocurrencies. Mixed colors. School's success depends on how he balances the competing agenda of the three parties. For the first time in 16 years, Germany will have a social democrat as chancellor, with three parties from opposite ends of the political spectrum agreeing to form a coalition. Coalition ஜெர்மனியில் ஒரு கூட்டணி ஆட்சி அமைச்சிருக்காங்க, 3 கட்சி சேர்ந்து. That will end the era of Angela Merkel. அது ஆஞ்சலா மெர்க்கலுடைய எரா முடிஞ்சுது. இப்போ ஸ்கோல்ஸுங்கிற ஒரு வெற்றி பெற்று வர்றார். ஆஞ்சலா மெர்க்கல் தோற்று போயிட்டாங்க. Merkel, in the run-up to elections, not many expected that Olaf Scholz, leader of the Social Democratic Party, that is junior partner in Ms. Merkel's coalition, would succeed her. The SPD, that is Social Democratic Party, Germany's oldest political party that placed its centrist platform with a focus on social security measures, has faced an identity crisis of sorts as Mrs. Merkel emerged as the country's quintessential central leader. On the other side, a relatively new leftist party, Die Linke, ate into the SPD's traditional leftist base. This year's election, whose main theme was to pick Ms. Merkel's successor, opened political opportunities, while Ms. Merkel's conservative Christian Democrats tried to turn the Chancellor's popularity into votes with a message of continuity. The SPD under Mr. Scholz, who is the finance minister in the outgoing government, promised incremental reforms including higher spending by not completely disowning Miss Merkel's legacy. And I think that's enough for today. And உங்களுக்கு இந்த இது பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா, if you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.